So some of the classic yoga postures that you see are things like triangle and warrior sequence. So I'm just going to show you this little bunch of postures. Triangle is known as Trikonasana. Warrior is known as Virabhadrasana II, the one that we quite often see. So today we're going to just look at these simple postures and just see how we get on. And really, these postures are about developing strength and flexibility in the hips, in the thighs. It's a really nice side bend as well in triangle. So and an opening in the chest. So they've got everything going for them. And really, all of these postures, they're designed, as far as I can see anyway, from my experience, is that they're designed, first of all, so you can explore the range of movement of the physical body. How is it today? How is it? It can be, generally speaking, the body is more open in the evening after a day than it is first thing in the morning. That's my particular experience. And this is all about looking in. We apply a little bit of tension, a bit of strength work, and then afterwards, after the postures, we can then relax. So hopefully, if you look at the sort of relaxation levels of the body or how tense it is, at the beginning of the session, it could be quite tense. And then we do the postures and it might tense up a little bit, but by the end, it drops down. So we end up feeling physically relaxed, and this helps to get into a more of a mental relaxation state. So this is that, to me, that is the benefit of doing these physical postures. It's all about looking in. It's not about how far down you can get or how bendy you are, because a lot of people think that you need to be really bendy to do yoga, and you need to have a really quiet mind to meditate. Well, yoga helps to improve flexibility, so you do become more bendy, if you like. And meditation, it helps to become more aware of the thoughts at first, and then we create some space in between them. But anyway, less of me ranting. So to come into Trikonasana, we're going to take a wide stance. So having the feet nice and wide. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to bend the right knee, bend it slightly, and then the right foot comes out to the side. Okay, so the right foot and the right knee pointing in the same direction. And then come onto the ball of the left foot, and then the left heel moves back. And so we're in this kind of wide stance. And then if you can, just face forward. So the legs are kind of pointing in this direction to the side, and the torso is pointed forwards. And then from there, just breathe in, bringing the arms up. I quite like to open the palms at first, to open up through the shoulders, and then release the palms so they face down. And then taking a big breath in, and then just doing this side bend into Trikonasana. So opening up, and you'll see where my bottom hand is. I don't want it to be down there right now. I want it to be sort of halfway up my shin, or it could be a little bit higher, depending on how your body is. But the main thing in this is that nice and open in the chest. So if the hand's too far down, then the chest points down. So we want to be nice and open right across the chest and the heart space. So every inhale, feel that opening, and you can probably feel it in the hips and as well as the calves, maybe the inner side of that front thigh. So any of these postures, about 5 breaths I would do, 30 seconds. And when I say 5 breaths or 30 seconds, I probably mean up to 5 breaths or 30 seconds. Do challenge yourself, but don't go beyond your own edge. Then to come out of this, we're going to bend that front knee. And we find ourselves, as the arms float up, in this warrior posture. So this is warrior. And you can see the front leg is bent. And it's quite strong on the front thigh. And if you wanted to increase the strength, eventually that front thigh comes parallel with the ground. But just give yourself time to let this settle. And the main thing really is, if you look down towards that front knee, is you can see the big toe on the inside of it. So we're not twisting the knee round in any way. So it's an opening in the hips, and then the back knee is lifted, the back kneecap is lifted, so the thigh is engaged, and we're sinking down, the shoulders are relaxed. So the palms are floating on these imaginary clouds. How wonderful is that? And we're looking towards the front fingertips. And again, up to 5 breaths. And to release from that, we're just going to bring that elbow down onto that front thigh and bring that top arm over. So this is the final part of the sequence. It's like the intense side stretch. Parsvakonasana. Really nice. You can feel this opening from the heel all the way through the hip, through the waist, to the armpit, and then the top hand is facing downwards. Really nicely opening up there. And then to come out of this, we windmill that arm all the way down. Coming up, feet come parallel, and then we've got to balance this out. It's all about balance, remember. So my left foot is coming out to the side now, coming onto the ball of the right foot, right heel back. So straight legs, torso facing forward, breathing in, and then arms coming all the way down. So opening up through the heart space, chest is open, it's not pointed down. If it's pointed down, remember you can bring that bottom hand up a little bit, keeping the chin tucked in. So eventually with these types of postures, you might want to, look towards the back of the top hand if you really want to get into a classical yoga posture. But really, if you've any doubts about that, give it a go. But if there's any intensity on the neck or the shoulders, I tend to avoid it. I'm not a big fan of doing things like that. I'm all for comfort, all for comfort. So 5 breaths here. And then bending that front knee, coming into this warrior position. And again, the further you lower yourself down, the more intense it's going to be. And just make sure that the front knee doesn't come beyond that front ankle, and keeping that line of sight so you can see the big toe on the inside of that knee, sinking down, shoulders relaxed. So if you've got your shoulders there, then release them. And then fingertips are pointing away from each other. Soft, blurry look and gaze towards the front fingertips. Just taking a few breaths. Maybe you can even notice the heat and the heartbeat here. 5 breaths later, we release that elbow down, and then open the top arm, comes into this intense side stretch. Really nice opening. See that line from my heel all the way through. So the fingertips are pointing, the skin on the palm of the hand is opening. Everywhere is finding this length and the space. Just tuning into the breath. And then from there, windmilling that top arm down. And then coming up. Feet come parallel with each other, and then just stepping the feet together. And just tuning in to the body. How's the body feeling after that Trikonasana sequence? Breathing in, breathing out. So I quite like this to feel the heart, feel the heat, feel the blood running through the veins. Being aware of the breath as it moves in and out of the body through the nostrils. And then just lowering the chin to the chest. Open the eyes and lift the gaze.